Colette says we're a post-racial society, but we don't have just equal opportunity. Red, brown, and yellow, black, tan, and white. We've got to pull together to make it all right. Vote for change. Vote for the Unity Party. This year we need America's Community Party. If you watch the KSTP debate, which is going to start to air tonight or tomorrow, October 12th, in 2010, you'll start to see me debating Teresa Collette. And in that debate, Teresa Collette makes the statement that we live in a post-racial society, so we shouldn't need any affirmative action or really, I guess, any equal opportunity. And so I have to say we don't live in a post-racial society. We do need equal opportunity. We need the right, if in Minnesota you feel that you've been discriminated against based on race or gender or age or any other protected class, you should have the right under law to walk up here to the Minnesota Department of Human Rights and file a charge. And yet our court system today denies you that right. You might be able to get an attorney who can go in and file that charge for you, but if you don't, they will not let you write a charge, and if they're not satisfied that you've got a charge, they won't let you file it. So that when you get to the courts or even when you get to the EEOC, you will not be allowed to have your claims considered. So you can't have equal opportunity if people can't file a charge. We don't want a bunch of massive class action suits that endanger employers and put them out of business. And we don't want illegal affirmative action where employers run so afraid. They're afraid not to hire a woman every time that they can instead of the man, to hire a minority instead of that white man. And usually they're not hiring a minority. It's usually white women who are being hired in illegal affirmative action programs. In addition, the comparable worth is another illegal affirmative action system. Because in comparable worth, you can visit the Federal Reserve website of Minneapolis. A vice president of that bank, named Preston Miller, I believe, wrote a very good article called Down with Comparable Worth Bureaucracy, because it creates massive bureaucracies that are required just to avoid lawsuits and to allow us to work towards closing the supposed gap between men and women in the same job categories. It's never been closed. And so what it does do is it creates a bureaucracy which seizes control of the hiring process and gets in the way. And so in the last 20 months, Bill Clinton has just noticed this. He's called it a stunning statistic. Said nobody else had talked about it. Well, I've talked about it, and I'm talking about it again now. Twice as many posted jobs have been put out there during this 20 months by employers as they have been able to fill. Now people say, well, that's fruitcake economics. If there's a 9.6 unemployment rate, of course they're going to be able to fill all their jobs. Well, they're not. And I think that comparable worth, illegal affirmative action are probably accounting for a lot of that slowness. And when those jobs are not filled, that economic opportunity is lost. That growth does not occur. That person doesn't get that paycheck. They don't spend that paycheck. It doesn't cycle through our economy. So that's why I want to close that gap.